Good day. I'm Sean Young, the welding specialist for Air Products South Africa. Today I'm going to share a little bit of my knowledge with you with regards to the tungsten inert gas welding process, or it's also called the gas tungsten arc welding process. Now this is a process that uses a non-consumable electrode to weld or fuse together materials of different types. The range of materials that we can weld, we can start with mild steel and stainless steel that we will be welding with direct current electrode negative. And if we go over to the alternating current, we'll be welding aluminium and copper. The shielding gases that we use for this process is mainly argon. Argon we'll use when we weld aluminium, copper, stainless steel and mild steel, with the aluminium and copper being up until approximately 3 millimeters in thickness. If we're going to go into a higher thickness range for the aluminium and the copper, then we will start looking at an argon-helium mixture. So what does it entail if we say we add helium to the mixture? We're actually increasing the heat value or the ionization potential of the shielding gas. So in the arc you will have your amperage will stay the same, but you'll have a lot more heat. So we know that the aluminium and copper absorbs the heat, and thus being able to weld with the aluminium-helium mixture, we will be able to ensure that that heat value stays there, and so that you don't lose the heat in the arc while welding. If we start looking at what types of tungstens there are to use, for mild steel we'll be using a 1.2% thoriated tungsten. It's usually the one with the red tip at the back. And if we weld the aluminium or copper in the AC mode, we will be using a zirconiated tungsten, the one with the white tip at the back. So the flow rates, if we look at the tungsten torch itself, here's the torch in my hand. We've got the ceramic in front. How do we determine what the flow rate is that we weld at? It's determined by the size of the ceramic. This ceramic has a little number on it. If the number is 6, then we will be welding at approximately 9 liters per minute at the torch end. So on the flow meter that we have, once it's inserted and fastened to the cylinder, we'll ensure that we have the flow rate of approximately 6 to 9 liters per minute. Why do we have such a low flow? One must note that you just want a laminar flow of shielding gas to protect the weld from atmospheric contamination. If we have a flow rate which is much lower, any slight draft or wind that's going to blow will blow the shielding gas away. And the same with if the flow rate is approximately 15, as what we would be using in the MIG process, you'd be causing a vortex and then sucks in the atmospheric air, which then causes contamination of the weld. We're now going to insert the flow meter onto the cylinder. So from a safety point of view, just remember that this is a 200 bar cylinder. It's under pressure. So what we usually do, we just break the seal of the cylinder. We remove the plastic coating. We will place our hand in front of the cylinder and just open the valve to ensure that if there are any contaminants that are inside, that are stuck here, it does not go into the system when we weld. We're going to take the flow meter. We're going to ensure that the bull nose at the end is not damaged, so that it seats 100% inside the valve. Fasten it. We're going to use a number 25 spanner to fasten the bullnose nut to the valve. We'll crank the valve open slowly, 1, 2 turns. This is to ensure that if something does go wrong, we can immediately close the cylinder. You don't have to open the valve completely. We'll then switch the heat source on at the main plug. So over here we have a Thermomax 200 amp AC/DC welding machine. This machine is a versatile machine. It can weld both aluminium as well as mild steel and stainless steel. So it's been set up currently for stainless steel or mild steel welding with direct current electrode negative. So I've got an electrode in here with a sharp point. We're going to do a little bit of mild steel welding with this process. So I'll just get ready to do the setup and then we can start welding. It's a high frequency machine that uses a foot control to be able to regulate the heat. So the more you press the pedal, the more heat you have. So basically all that I'll be doing, I'll just be fusing together these two materials. So here we've got two pieces of mild steel that we're just going to fuse together. We're not going to add filler metal. This is known as autogenous welding. As you could have seen, that's what the weld would look like, just with fusing, also known as autogenous welding. We're now going to add filler material to the next run, and you'll see the difference once I've welded. Okay, now we have changed the heat source to alternating current. We've also changed the tungsten in here to a aluminium tungsten that we're going to weld with. So you'll also hear that there's a difference when welding with aluminium because of the frequency of the machine that's changed. So I'm going to start welding over here, and then you'll just see the difference. As one can see, this is a very versatile process. However, what's the plus points of this process? You can weld a large variety of materials in the different settings that you have: alternating current for aluminium and copper, and direct current electrode negative for mild steel and stainless steel. The negative aspects of this process is any slight draft that there is or wind that there is going to blow the shielding gas away due to the flow rate being very low. And you need a highly skilled operator. The welding equipment itself, the heat sources aren't that cheap, they're quite expensive. And as you can see, we rather weld in an environment where we can close the doors and windows to cut out the drafts. Air Products South Africa prides itself by having high quality products. We are ISO 14001 specified with regards to our quality. I am the welding specialist for Air Products South Africa. So if you have any technical queries or questions with regards to the TIG welding process or the shielding gases that we offer, please feel free to contact me directly at Air Products South Africa or through one of our distributorships nationwide. Thank you.